what do you make of just sort of how the media treats all of the shootings, and that, you know, certain shootings, if it's a white cop and a black suspect, then we treat it a certain way. If it's a black cop and a white one, we treat it differently. A lot of times the same people who are outraged over it one way, then the next day it happens the other way, then they ignore the story. The way where everyone's playing this really twisted game with policing right now.
There's money in black people's emotions, right? We're probably the most emotional people, a group of people, if you want a group, in the country. Twice as many white people have been shot this year unarmed than black people in America. Almost every year, the case is that more white people get shot unarmed than black people. And white people are not going to be doing what black people are doing, right? I don't see white people protesting. I remember in New Mexico, they had a shooting in New Mexico. The officer shot the guy in the back. He was mentally ill, shot him in the back. I thought it was ridiculous for him to shoot the guy with the rifle in the back from such a distance. Killed him. It was a bad shooting. I think the officer got fired. They all got in trouble. White people aren't out here protesting. Black people, for some reason, I don't know if it's the legacy of slavery that got us in the mentality of feeling like we have to defend and be mob-like on certain occasions, but we are going to protest. Right, wrong, or indifferent. The man can pull a gun and shoot an officer and he gets shot back. We will protest. I've seen it with my own eyes. The media understands that. So they don't care nothing about nobody. It's about if it bleeds, it leads, right? They know the black people are gonna act a fool. So they're gonna cover it. They're gonna showcase it. They're gonna act like there's this outrageous rate of white officers killing black people, which is not even true at all. White officers, or you say white officers, officers in general, you know, place in Philly is 50-50, black and white. But officers kill more white people, twice as many white people, as black people in shootings where people are armed. They kill more people unarmed white than black. And here's the thing that people always bring up, well, there's more white people. Police officers don't deal with every single person in the population. They deal with the criminal element of the population. If you look at African Americans in America, you know what, we make up 12, 13% of the population, yet we commit over half of the murders in this country, over half of the violent crimes in this country. So the bulk of criminal activity is coming from a small, let me clarify that. 13% of the population is way overblown number. It's more like 6 or 7% of the population. Because when you take out older people, young people, women, it's mostly young men between the age of, I don't know, 16 and 35 that are doing the bulk of these crimes. So let's say 6% is committing over half of the murders and violent crimes in this country. When you look at it like that, police have an overwhelmingly higher presence in the black community dealing with the criminal element, yet they shoot more white people than they shoot black people. If you look at the proportionality of numbers, it's actually a less likely chance per capita that you get shot as a black man as opposed to white people in America. And that to me rules out the idea of the racist policing in America.